very serious matter. And what I think is even more serious is the way that the legacy media, the mainstream press, if you will, is simply turning a blind eye to this situation. They're lying to you. They're lying to me. They're lying to all of us. They're lying to Joe Biden about his ability. Now, I had someone mention to me not long ago, well, what happened back at the State of the Union? Because let's be honest about this. We had a lot of this type stuff building up, and we had some serious doubts about President Biden. Boom, you had him give the State of the Union address this last January. And I'm just telling you, although I didn't agree with much of anything that he had to say, he was fired up. He was lucid. He gave a good performance as far as being there in the flesh is concerned and being able to respond. But I'm telling you, folks, they had him jacked up on something. It's just that simple. That's going to be another video I'm going to make. There are things like Provigil. It's called Monvisual, I believe, is the generic name for it. Obviously, there's Ritalin. There's other stimulants like that that can help improve concentration, function, especially if you get enough rest and they give you a couple Provigil pills in the morning or something along these lines. He probably could pull it off. I'm guessing that his disease is probably in the beginning stages. However, it is very pronounced, it's very serious, and it is only going to get worse. So that is the point that I'm trying to make today. Now, let's take another look at this video from another angle. And shortly, we're going to start diving into all the criteria that I see going on with the president. So here's another angle of his meeting with the Pope. So let's just watch this briefly, and then let's get some comments on this here. Biden embraces the Pope. It's a different angle, as you can tell. Now look at the room. Look at everybody's face. You see I believe that's the Italian prime minister. If I'm wrong, someone please correct me. And yeah, FJB, you're right. Methamphetamines, I believe that's also known as, it's not Ritalin. I'm thinking of the other stuff. Starts with an A, I think. It's similar in the fact that it's a stimulant, and they could definitely jack him up on that. I don't have any doubt about that. But look at the face of the Italian prime minister right here in the middle of your screen, and let me know what you think about her reaction, not to mention everybody else's reaction in the room. Joe, one more time. Okay, here he goes. He's going in. And look at the prime minister's face right there. What? Oh, look, I'm just saying it's very uncomfortable. Am I blowing that out of proportion? I mean, I think that's pretty self-evident. Here's a video of the skydiving moment, and this is where the Italian prime minister again has to come to the rescue of Joe Biden. Again, it's funny, but it's not really funny, but we're going to take a peek at it anyway. So here we go. Biden appears to wander off at G7 summit. There he goes. Now again, if you notice on the extreme right of your screen, there is a paratrooper or some kind of military personnel. I'm guessing this is France, so it's probably a French soldier of some sort. And he has left the group, and he is talking with the soldier. If you pictured it just as that, it's probably okay. But you know as well as I do that in a social setting, in a G7 meeting, you can't just peel yourself off from the group and start de facto wandering. I mean, there's just something wrong about this. There is some context here, admittedly, but it's just odd. Take a look at the prime minister here. Here she goes. She's going to redirect him. There we go. What an embarrassment. Mr. President, we need you to take a picture with us. Thank you, sir. Let me put on my sunglasses, although nobody else has their sunglasses on. It's just very uncomfortable. Very odd. Again, this is on a world stage. He's given a thumbs up. You know what? The more I look at this, they say he was talking to this paratrooper on the right-hand side of your screen, but the more I look at this even closer, it doesn't look like he's talking to that paratrooper. It looks like he's doing something else. He's giving the thumbs up. That paratrooper's not making eye contact with the president, with President Biden. Am I wrong about that? Let's take a look at that about 3 or 4 seconds back. Watch him go up with this. There he is. He's got his thumb up. Okay. Let's just watch 5 seconds of this. Look at that. Thumb goes up. He's not being acknowledged by that paratrooper. I'm hoping there was someone else beyond that paratrooper he was talking to. What an odd situation. How embarrassing. Am I wrong? Take a look at the way he's putting on his glasses. It's slow. Look at his right hand, the way it's held. This is not normal, ladies and gentlemen. This is not normal. This is indicative of some type of disease process. Just odd how no one will talk about this. It's like it's somewhat of a taboo. And then at the other side of this situation, we have CNN, MSNBC. We have a lot of these liberal outlets, and you know what? It's okay if they want to be liberal and they want to put their Pacific spin on stuff. I don't have a problem with that. God bless you, but don't lie to the American people about what's going on with President Joe Biden. This man has a serious problem. Again, this is abuse. Agree or disagree? Let me know. I really want to know what your comment is. And here's something else I want you to get ready for. We've talked about how he looks like a statue. He obviously, we know he freezes, gets confused. There's jump. Well, we have this list going on. What other symptom do you notice that I haven't mentioned? Please.